welcome Vivacious Virgos. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your tarot astrology for February 2020. I apologise if you hear a strange noise in the background. That is my AC. It is as hot as Hades here on the Gold Coast in Australia. Okay, so I hope you can hear me okay. I'm trying to speak loudly. Alrighty. Now, it's a somewhat quieter month for everybody in the heavens in February. We have been through a lot over the last few months, and we did have 2 eclipses last month, and those effects will still be affecting people to some extent. We don't have any eclipses this month, which is good news, I guess, but we have a total of 6 eclipses this year, so it's going to be a full-on year. Now, for you Vivacious Virgos, it's not as quiet as it is for some other signs because Mercury, your ruler, is going retrograde on the 18th, and that's to the 9th of March. So there can be issues around miscommunications and misunderstandings, technology, travel delays and things like that. Okay, but I'll come to that more in a moment to let you know which area of your life it's going to affect, okay, most strongly. On the 8th, Venus goes into your 8th house. Now, the 8th house is all about shared resources and intimacy with other people, and Venus is a beautiful energy that loves cooperation and sharing and caring. So this is wonderful if you're looking for a new romantic partner or if you're in a pre-existing relationship. Venus here will help to rejuvenate and refresh your relationship. It's great for sex and anything where you've got to, really connect with somebody at a very deep level, at an intimate level. It's also good because Venus likes money, and it's also good if you're looking for a loan or looking for access to other people's money or money that is yours but is controlled by other people. So that could be superannuation if you're in Australia, or 401k if you're in the US. Okay, so it's a lovely energy. So I'm sorry, I'm not a Virgo. I'm a Libran, but I am on the cusp of Virgo, so I get a little bit of it. The 9th sees the full moon in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house I call a house of the goddess. It's the house of the subconscious. It's where all of those deep things are deep down inside us. And if you think of our personality being shaped like an iceberg, for example, we have the top little bit, which is like what goes on in your head, and everything else under there we're unaware of to some extent. So this is our subconscious deep down in here, and even deeper is the divine. And so you can use your subconscious as a road to the divine. So with the full moon there's a lot of shaking going on and things coming up from your subconscious for healing and release this month. It's a good month to have some time out, do some inner reflection, journaling, painting, music. All of that will help you get much more in touch with your feelings and what's going on deep down inside you. Okay, so 17th sees Mars go into your 5th house, which is all about your creativity, entertainment, and romance. If you're looking for a relationship, this could be a really fun month because this is all like bringing flirtatiousness and play into your romantic life. So that can be lovely. Mars gives you a lot of motivation and inspiration. You want to take action. It's an action planet. To get you to, get what you want. Get your heart's desires fulfilled in February. Sounds good to me. 18th sees Mercury go retrograde in your 7th house. Sorry, tickly throat. 7th house of committed relationships. This could bring miscommunications or misunderstandings or delays with people that you work very closely with. They could be like your partner if you're a police officer, your partner that you're regularly with, or somebody you've worked with for a long time. It could be a business partner and you're both in the business together, or it could be your romantic partner or your husband, okay? So just be very cautious about when you're communicating, that you communicate clearly. And then for any sort of important topics, you want to go over what you just said to make sure that they understood, and get them even, and if you're not sure, get them to repeat it back to you, okay? And when they tell you something, repeat back what they said so that they understand that you understand, okay? Because it's not a bad thing to have to make sure that you're communicating clearly, okay? So it's quite a good thing. So 19th sees the sun going into your 7th house, and the 23rd sees a new moon in your 7th house. Committed relationships again. So it's like these things come up and then you have a new start. So this can rejuvenate a pre-existing relationship, or maybe, you know, you've just decided that it is the total end of something and there's a new start with somebody else, okay? But whichever way you look at it, there is a new beginning for you around committed relationships, vivacious Virgos. Okay, so now we're going to go to the board, and what I will do is pick a card for every week for you, and I'll do a little psychic summary before I pick the card, okay? So I've already shuffled these up, and we're going to do week 1 now, but before we do, I'll close my eyes. I'm walking up, it's like I'm in ancient Greek kind of setting. There's a lot of marble here, marble columns and a marble staircase. I'm walking up these steps. This is about taking action and doing something, a step-by-step approach. This is not about rushing into things. It's like I'm looking at a situation, I'm working out what I have to do to ascend in consciousness, okay, to become more aware and more insightful about what I'm doing. All right, let's see what card comes up for the first week for vivacious Virgos. Oh, and literally, I don't know if you saw that, but this one jumped out, which is the Emperor card. Okay, this has kind of got positives and negatives. They all do. A lot of time people think of just negatives on this card, so I'll say the positives first. If you're looking for somebody who is very conservative, somebody who is safe, somebody who is stable. When I say safe, they don't make sudden changes or anything. I mean in that sense, okay, not in other senses. Conservative, traditional, holds on to the values that they believe in, and can be a little bit one-eyed even, but sticks to their values. You might like this guy because he can offer you stability, because you know what you're always going to get, okay? He has his rules, and if you play by his rules, you'll be fine. If you're looking for freedom, creativity, you want to be in control of your own life, you will not like this guy. This can be a person, it can be a government instrumentality or a government body. In Australia, it would be like the Australian Taxation Department or Centrelink, perhaps. And they're going to lay the law down about what you have to do. Do you really want that? Do you want to deal with that? Do you want to have that in your life? You know, if you're on unemployment benefit, are you happy to have this energy telling you what to do? They want you to take action. See, there's all this red here. They want you to do what they want you to do, okay? The other side of this energy is that it has its pros and cons. And also another question you can ask is this you? Are you lording it over someone in some way? Trying to control or dominate a situation, okay? So that's a question for you to ask yourself. So it can be a person outside, or it can be yourself, or it could be a government department. In the first week of February, something you have to deal with. Okay, now looking at the second week of February, I've got the colours blue and green, sort of a aqua in between type of colour. So this is all about your heart and expressing your your heart's desires through your throat chakra, and all of this beautiful green energy coming up from the heart into your blue throat chakra. Let's have a look what comes out here. Second week of February for vivacious Virgos. Cards are really sort of slippery today. Okay, so this is the Ace of Swords. I don't know if you can see on the monitor, it's actually on a dark blue background. This is the beginning of something for you that is occupying your thoughts. It can indicate a new relationship, a new job. It can indicate that you're thinking about something and you're going to make a decision. Decision needs to be made. You will cut, analyze and dissect all of the bits so you can work out what you need to make the decision. Second week of February. Some of you may finish relationships and start new relationships, or that could be in your workplace, a new job coming for you, or if it's a relationship, it might be new boundaries in a relationship or new arrangements around a relationship. Okay, but whatever it is, this is about the thinking. Okay, what you're going to do. Okay, make a decision. Okay, third week of February for vivacious Virgos. Closing my eyes now. Door opening up in front of me with a lot of light. A light is like awareness and insight. I've got sparkly little stars in front of me, and stars are always like your potentiality, I guess, the potential of what could come into existence, and they're all sparkling. So there's opportunities sort of there in the ether. You've got to decide whether you want to birth them into this reality now. But lots of little hopeful signs. Let's think of it that way. All right, picking a card for vivacious Virgo, third week of February, and looking, there we go, that one will do. Okay, so we've got the green and blue here again, which is a bit of a theme. It's almost like the opposite to this one at the start, the Emperor. This is the Queen of Cups. This is a woman who is really in touch with her feelings and also her intuition and spirit. There's birds up in the background here indicating freedom. She thinks what she wants. Okay, so that's excellent. Good news. She's sitting on a shell, and she has a clam shell at the back, and she's got a conch shell here that she's sitting on. And there's a lot of ocean in the background here, which is like the subconscious forces. Queen of Cups, all about her feelings and expressing her feelings through her, from her heart, through her throat chakra. Green and blue, as I was saying before, when I got that psychically, it's coming through very strong. Third week of February, vivacious Virgos. Looking now at the last week of February, closing my eyes, just waiting. Okay, so it's like a park with trees, and I'm looking at the sky and I can see the birds flying high. Okay, so this is taking a big picture view of what's going on, and there's a sense of freedom. It's a lovely day. It's not stormy. It just feels really comfortable, and it's like you're looking at the big picture of your life in the last week of February. Let's see what card comes out for you, vivacious Virgos. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a great card too, particularly if you've had any financial issues. This is a woman who is a very astute businesswoman. She's extremely organized, and she is good at making money. She knows all about her finances, what is going on. She can probably tell you down to the last cent how much money she's got. She's very good at making things to sell so that she can make money. She runs her home like a business, but she's to be admired. She takes action too. She's not one just to talk about it or think about it. She will actually take action and make stuff, do stuff to improve her finances and that of her family, okay? She is a queen. She's quite balanced. And so you'll see in the background there, she's sitting on a gold throne, which is very valuable, and she is queen of all she surveys. So we've got a bit of a mix there, the Emperor, Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles, two queens, and the Ace of Swords, new beginnings in the thoughts. That's quite a lovely spread. You know, even if you're in this at the beginning, you're getting out of it as the month goes on. So this might just be something, you know, that starts and then you work with it, and you work with those rules that I was telling you about, and then you've got freedom, you've got a way out, and you know, something that you can work towards for February. Okay, well, that's it for February, Vivacious Virgos. I hope you found it helpful. Please like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Just like to wish you now a very wonderful February, and I shall see you all again soon. Thanks again, and bye for now. Have a wonderful month.
Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.